Banning Aphelios on their first ban.
Absolutely have to. Catinator has been a dominant force on Aphelios. Just don't let him have it. Just don't. It's fine.
Just don't. Mr. 200 years over there.
I mean, he has so many other options available to him, but don't give him Aphelios. Cool.
Looks like NG Blossom is banning Vayne on their first ban.
Solid play. I know JP Vince likes Vayne. I know JP Vince also likes Catinator, but...
Nautilus on the second ban coming out from Smug Club.
So far, a lot of focus on this bottom lane duo. Catinator and XDME have been a powerhouse for NG Blossom, so it looks like just trying to focus them out early on.
And then the first jungle ban, Evelyn coming from the NG Blossom side.
So, Evelyn is one of those that has been sneaking in every now and again. I don't like her in a team game, but it's a reasonable ban.
And then our last two bans here are Gangplank and Gnar, both in the top lane. Not any mid lane bans here.
You know, they are not showing that respect to Black Oreo Cookie. He is quite dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a Shen lock-in on the top lane for Smug Club.
It's an interesting first pick. I don't know if Shen is the highest priority you need to be picking up here, but now seeing a set come in that could be support, that could be top lane, that could be jungle, but I don't know that I've ever seen Exasperated play set. I have seen Jeremy Flip play set, and I have seen XDME play set. Oh. That's a bear.
The set lock-in. Oh, the set lock-in. The set and the Volibear lock-in, actually.
Well, we have a front line.
That is a very strong front line, definitely. And then this game is also pretty important on the standing side. For Smug will be tied with Apier if they don't win this game. With them winning their last game.
Yeah, you don't want to be tied for last place. Tristana's an ADC pickup. Seems reasonable. Oriana's a pretty good pickup for mid lane, but we do know that Black Oreo Cookie has been left with every AP carry he loves, so that's scary.
Karma pickup for the support position. Should be very strong to protect her two tanks.
XDME has done some excellent work on Karma. I like this pickup. Now targeting, continuing to target bottom lane picks. So.
It's the Lulu ban, yep. Definitely don't want any polymorphs for the set or Volibear ults.
It looks like there's a lot of discussion going on for Smug Club trying to figure out where they put these focuses, but it probably needs to be either 80s or 80s.
Lane ban coming out for Fizz, yeah.
Fizz might not be the place I start when you still have champions like Syndra on the table, but maybe they feel like Lullafer can handle Black Oreo Cookie Syndra.
Oh, Zach's a good ban. I hate playing into Zach. He just blobs all around. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a terrible Zach, so I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
I mean, his healing and tankiness is just ridiculous.
And then finishing off with a Caitlyn ban. Not a champion that you tend to associate with Catinator, but reasonable to get her out of there if you're playing Tristana.
Yeah, she definitely would outrange Tristana. Ooh, is that a Morgana mid lane? Into Oriana. Two fairly safe picks, yeah.
Interesting. That might be a Karma mid as well. They're both possibilities.
True.
That could still be a Morgana jungle.
If this is the Singed lock-in, then that's a Shen support. Oh. So then that's a Shen support with the Scion front line and top lane.
We definitely have some weird picks going on so far.
But they don't know which is their support on the Blossom side yet.
No, NG Blossom has managed to pick
Wait.
a lot of flexes.
Who's jungler? Is it Shen jungle?
Possibly?
I'm so confused. It's gotta be Shen jungle, right? With his ult, that's gonna be pretty insane ganks and roam potential. Ice is gonna be a pretty good pick here into the Scion. Or Ashe.
Ashe is probably a pretty strong pick with this comp, but we're about to see how they are actually going to set all these champions, because right now there's some options.
Karma's gonna be a really strong bot lane, though. Assuming it's Karma support.
So we're fairly certain we know what this Smug Club lineup is going to be. It looks like you're going to have a Scion in the jungle with Shin in top lane, which Scion coming out of the jungle just sounds utterly terrifying.
Oh yeah, his ult's just basically Nunu.
Absolutely. It looks like a set top lane with a Volibear jungle, Morgana mid, Ashe in ADC, and Karma in the bot lane. That could have gone a lot of ways, so I'm glad to know where it actually landed.
50 shot really could have gone either way.
Oh yeah, they could have had like Karma mid, Morgana jungle, set bottom, Volibear top. There's so many ways that could have gone.
Man, set support is pretty interesting with his shielding and like all his tankiness and engage.
And NextDME can pull it off. So we have a couple of interesting team comps. I feel like I like the NG Blossom setup just a little bit more. They have a more reliable front line, but more importantly, they have these hard engage tools with Morgana and Ashe. Whereas it feels a little more reactive coming from Smug Club.
Smug Club is definitely going to have a lot more roam potential, though, with the Scion and Shen ults.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Tristana ulting in and out with the Shen ult on top of her would be pretty powerful in a team fight.
Yeah, absolutely. So they definitely have that mobility. I think it's gonna absolutely come down to the Rift, though. Just I fear the team fights of NG Blossom just a little bit more here. Again, Morgana ultimate and Set just locking somebody down. Volibear just being a giant bear. It's a powerful engaged team against a very mobile team.
Like, even Morgana Q and Ashe are going to be pretty insane together. Like, that alone is like a 5-second stun at least.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget Karma has a snare. So
of course.
We're probably going to see a cleanse on this Tristana. JP Vince, I would hope, is taking cleanse.
Hopefully. Which would probably mean Nami has heal. Heal or ignite here for the massive healing on the Karma and the set.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a lot of health champions as well. Scion, Shen, Set, and Volibear, all very health-centric characters. So I would expect to see some Blades of the Ruin King coming out.
There's some Executioners definitely at least going to need Grievous Wounds on both teams a whole lot. Nami, Karma. Even Scion.
But yeah, I think I'm going to lock in. I think my expectation here is NG Blossom taking it down in about 26 minutes.
On to the minute. I agree with you, NG Blossom. It's probably going to take this win here, but I'm not going to predict the minute.
Well, where's the fun in guessing then? Yeah, I mean, raw player talent, it's definitely in the favor of NG Blossom, but there are definitely great drafts on both sides.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely ways to find the strengths and weaknesses of both these team comps.
Now we have to see if they're going to try that invade as we begin to load onto the Rift.
I think NG Blossom has the stronger invade here with the Scion. That is NG Blossom, right? Oh, I lost. Finally loaded into the game.
Oh, it looks like JP Vince did not take that cleanse. Just gonna try and hope to get through all the CC that's gonna be coming.
And Oriana with the spellbook and teleport.
Yeah, that's a good play. That's a good pickup. Spellbook has been really ticking up in popularity lately, so glad to see that. Also, double aftershock on Shin and Scion compared to the Conqueror press the attack for NG Blossom's top lane and jungle.
Yeah, it looks like Smug's going to be definitely going for the more tanky frontliners, whereas Blossom's going for the more damage frontliners, but still very tanky.
And as we come onto the Rift, hopefully we'll see if anyone's going to pull off that invade that Monochrome always wants to see.
Invades are always exciting. There's a decent chance that we'll see one here.
I mean, I like the NG level 1. They have some pretty strong abilities at level 1, so maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if if Morgana levels her Q first. Definitely positioning for an invade here.
Oh, look! Yeah, it looks like Smug Club are the ones that are going to go for possibly an invade, while there's just a light invade coming from NG Blossom towards their opponent's blue. Oh, nope. Everyone's just backing off.
Yeah, Karma landed her ulted Q onto JP Vince there.
Exasperated and Jeremy Flip just still chilling out up at Blue Buff, though. Lullif are coming in to scout them out, and...
Yep, they see him, now they back off. Ward it, though. It's a nice ward. So the Scion jungle here is going to be starting red buff with the bot lane leash, and Volibear is starting top side with no leash, meaning they're with no fake leash either. So, Smug is not able to track him early, unless he shows on a warder.
I think they're going to be fairly certain that he's going after that red buff, though. It's a fairly predictable move, so it might have just been better to send Jeremy Flip in there to help with the pull.
Angloid actually leveled Q first on the Nami. Fairly aggressive level. They were definitely going for an invade there. Jeremy got level 2 first on the set top lane, winning the trade for him against the level 1 trains.
I feel like Set just wins most level 1 trades.
Yeah, especially if he's level 2 against a level 1 opponent.
That helps. Ton of damage coming on to Angeloid.
Yeah, they got really shoved off the wave from them hitting level 2 first.
Catinator demonstrating just how talented he is. Double the CS, controlling the wave, just shoving it in. He knows he has time because Scion's not anywhere nearby.
Both tops actually blew their flash there. Jeremy just about missing the last auto on 2 trains for the first blood. Now they're both just very low. Jeremy practically begging to be ganked by the Scion. Angloid having to flash because he missed his bubble on the Ashe. JP Vince jumps in, jumps back out, blows Karma's Ignite. Nami almost hit the
Wow,
last auto onto Cat and just about misses, giving Cat first blood. Oh, that's a huge wave pushed into trains. He's not able to leave it to chase off to Jeremy. Both of them having blown their flashes.
Wow, looks like Exasperated is just gonna wear the imposter's blue buff for a little while.
It looks like over in mid lane, Black Oreo Cookies really missing a lot of mana trying to poke down Orianna there. Whoa, okay. Ashe flashed and somehow killed Tristana. Oh my gosh, so much.
Exasperated just hanging in there, taking his time, waiting, and then coming in behind trains, clearing that kill up and letting Jeremy flip farm freely. What's truly disgusting about all of that is that he also managed to get Scuttle Crab.
He did have the top and mid pressure. Looks like bottom Scuttle is still up, though.
We're already starting to see a level difference and a farm difference developing pretty much in every lane, though. I mean, 20 CS difference in top, 12 CS difference in bottom, and mid is up about 8, so farm difference is already showing on top of the 3 kills.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Blossom here is just really trying to push in their huge pressure leads on all 3 lanes. It opens up a lot of doors for ganks here.
Apparently,
it's a lot harder to gank Morgana, though, especially with their spell shield.
Apparently, XDME currently walking around with 150 bounty on him.
Angloid is still level 2, losing this trade single-handedly for Tristana. JP Vin's trying to go for the 1v1 onto XDME, but barely misses the last auto.
And XDME walking out with the kill again, now sitting at a 300 bounty.
On the karma.
Apparently Catnator doesn't need the kills. It's fine.
Nah. And then Exasperated, meanwhile, just soloing the dragon. And Imposter dying, trying to contest it. Angloid on the Nami is still level 2 at 6 minutes. It's very unfortunate. JP Vince flashing after the cat. Cat on under his tower and barely. Angloid once again being ganked by Exasperated right after leveling up to level 3 and just dying in the wave again.
Alright, I'm impressed that JP Vince was able to fairly cleanly get that, having to use the flash to finish off the kill, but still escaping with his life. Even if, Android was left pretty high and dry.
I mean, that was the first kill for his team. I mean, 1 kill is obviously better than 0, no matter what he has to burn. Looks like XDME is ganking Glowfire, forcing out his flash. And, oh, wow, that black shield saved her life.
Yeah, Black Oreo Cookie being able to walk away there is huge, but it looks like they're just going to start shoving the lane in, trying to get some plates on this mid tower as well. We're just a few seconds off from Shelly spawning, so...
Yeah, Exasperate is definitely going to try and push top here, or, get to more top pressure. Hopefully, maybe even diving Shen here. He's low enough for it. That pressure for Herald would make it essentially free, uncontestable.
Exasperated has his ult, so he can probably just disable that tower.
Yep. Unless Shen ults first, trying to get out, which he doesn't make it, blowing his flash for. Between that and Imposter still being level 5 on the Scion, it should be easy Herald.
The Imposter just really hasn't made a major impact on this game yet. Aside from just dying in one early fight, he's not shown up in any of the lanes.
Oh, that's a really good ult from Cat. Right onto the level 4 Angloid still.
Made JP Vince expend his ultimate to save his support from dying again.
Yeah. Exasperated is having to chase Imposter off the Herald. Or away from the Herald. Now stealing the blue buff from him too. Just to... Oh, he had to waste smite on it though. He might die in this 1v2 against Shen.
Oh, yeah.
And he does, the shutdown going to Imposter. He did use his flash to try and get out, but the Q from Imposter just finished it off.
So that's 150 extra gold being donated by that bounty.
Clem coming out from Lowfire to get away from Black Oreo's ult.
Lullafer also expending his ult, so effectively a pretty clean trade.
Oh yeah.
But Morgana can push a wave. Let's not joke about how effective she is at that.
Oh, wow, okay. So just the Scion ult there just finishes her off even through the Black Shield.
It's good to see the Imposter finally managing to make an impact on this game with his ult coming in and just eating a Morgana.
Yeah, the roam potential on the Scion ult is just much better than the Volibear. He's basically off the map until he hits 6 with that ult, essentially. And now he's really on the map.
So the only objective currently on the map is Shelly, but we're about a minute away from seeing Dragon return. I'm expecting a lot of pressure on this bottom lane. You can see junglers are both moving into the bottom parts of their jungle.
Oh yeah, Exasperated definitely trying to find the pressure in bot lane to go for Dragon.
Exasperated was caught out. They spotted him off of a ward right in front of Dragon, so looks like he's just pulling back, but... Okay, the Imposter is now also caught out.
I'd also like to point out a few of the major CS differences. Top lane, it's 90 to 30. Jungle, it's 70 to 50. Mid is actually pretty even.
Oh.
I think Lowfire actually... Oh, he barely... almost made it out of that. Black Oreo had to burn almost everything there. Imposter probably dies here too for trying to kill.
Exasperated coming in with an ult.
Had to burn his ult.
But he has a blasting cone to escape.
Oh wow, JP Vince jumping in. He ulted XDME right into his team.
I mean, realistically, there's only one direction for Tristana to be using that that jump, and that's straight into your opposing team.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty free dragon. It looks like we're going to have a Mountain Soul this game, but we also have Jeremy Flip just up in the top lane disrespecting trains.
Yeah, that was not pretty to watch. Oh.
So his return to ALS is already seeing Jeremy Flip sitting at 2-on-1. Maybe he can
Yeah.
solo. It looked like he was about to be able to solo kill, but Black Oreo Cookie making sure that it went smoothly.
Yeah, no, Jeremy Flip had a really nice flash away from Lowfire's, and that one flash basically won him the fight.
Yeah, that was they might have been a little greedy to keep pushing on Orianna.
They're bending for it.
JP Vince just getting some free farming on bottom, though.
All three waves are pushing into Smug's. here.
Black Oreo Cookie has definitely done a lot of damage to the mid tower. Morgana pushes. It's what Morgana is best at, so...
That and making sure you don't have any fun.
She's been doing that since about 2010.
Another thing to notice is Blossom heavy warding in the jungle. They have almost every single member just constantly in the vision. Both teams.
Lollifer's ultimate was effectively wasted by a black shield, but they still managed to pick up that Black Oreo Cookie.
Yep. Couple of shutdowns going over here.
I don't understand how XDME is just dueling this effectively.
Yeah, karma healing is very fun to deal with.
JP Vance finally cleared that out and got a 500 gold bounty.
Right. Oh, that was a rough fight. That was a 4 for, I think, 3, which is actually more worth for Smug.
Especially with the bounties
that they got.
But we're still talking about...
Yeah.
We're still talking about a 9,000 gold difference.
Yeah, but that fight definitely cleared it at least a little bit.
Yeah, it was a lot worse.
It
might have been
Casper just taking all the dragon. Yeah, Exasperated can just basically hang out in the enemy team during a team fight at this point, just with the amount of healing that he gets from himself and from Karma. Tristana, however, just jumping all over the team. Lowfire actually getting a triple kill in that fight.
Yeah, it looks like Black Oreo Cookie decided to re-engage, and Exasperated has to clean that up just a tad.
They're really... Yep, there it is. That was the unofficial Quadra for Lowfire, I'm pretty sure. And he ended up with the death.
That has to be the kind of situation you need to start turning this game around. The gold difference might be gigantic, but being able to effectively Quadra your opposing team, that'll help put Lollifer into this game.
That fight was very greedy from Blossom, though, because they were basically just fighting way deep in the enemy jungle for basically no reason. There was no objective there. They were just kind of being greedy at that point.
Probably a lot of overconfidence running around.
Yeah. The old win the bush and see who walks by and, oh, whoops, gave Lowfire a triple kill. Quadra, really.
Jeremy Flip started a Shelly in top lane while everyone else is watching for this Drake to spawn, so his teleport isn't there. He just probably will not be in this fight at all.
This is looking like a 4v3 in favor of Mug. If
yeah, Trains has the ability to join this whenever he wants.
And teleport. So it looks like they're not even going to try to contest. Which is probably smart. Oh no, Imposter running in on his own. Ooh. Ooh. Imposter tried to flash smite. Didn't work out.
It looks like a rout afterwards. A lot of damage coming in from Smug Club, but Jeremy Flip is definitely here to clean this up.
Yeah, this is definitely a fight hugely in the favor of Blossom, just because of how... With the triple kill going over to Jeremy.
One of my favorite things to see is when somebody hits a blasting cone right when an ADC fires off several shots and they just start tracking around the map in weird arcs. Imposter managed to make that happen for me, and I appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. The Herald coming down on a mid lane, probably going to get a hit off on the inhib tower, maybe even the inhib. There's not really a way to...
I think it's a good time to start backing off and resetting. There's a lot of gold that's come into the hands of NG Blossom, and they should probably spend it while they have the time.
Yeah. Now is definitely a good time for them to reset, spend their well-earned gold.
But the item difference here is dramatic. Shen just sitting on a Chain Vest and a Tiamat compared to Jeremy Flip's Death's Dance and Blade of the Rune King, plus a Phage that's already been completed, probably on the way to a Black Cleaver. Jungle is just as bad with a Stalker Blade and a Black Cleaver already completed on Exasperated to the Imposters, Cinder Hulk, and I don't know.
It looks like Black Oreo Cookies is trying to go in here, but JP Vince jumps right out by her Q. And this fight is just suddenly turned around back right onto Smug.
Catnator was ready with that ultimate, that is for sure.
Yeah.
It looks like Exasperated is just counting down, waiting for this Baron, hoping to just immediately jump on him as he spawns.
Yep. And unfortunately, Smug is just not able to contest this early at all. It's a 5v3 because Justana or JP Vince and Trains are not really on the map. But looks like Imposter's trying to go in, but Jeremy Flip just flips him right out and essentially one-shots them all. Nami trying to make it out here, just not able to fast enough.
With this Baron down, and it is important to note, we're talking about 2 completed Blade of the Rune Kings for NG Blossom, so that Baron was going down. But with that down, 3 members of Huge Minion Difference down, I'm expecting to see some inhibitors to fall here in just a moment.
Definitely, with their 5 members up, all pushing in towers, mid and top, really, mostly.
And we already have a 16k gold lead.
Yeah, the more they contest, the more members they're going to lose, and then the more parts of their base they're going to lose, mostly.
The Imposter is already back to a gray screen. As is
just barely able to jump out there.
They've already taken 2 towers in the base, working on their second inhibitor. I might have been a little disrespectful by saying it would take them 26 minutes.
I mean, it looks like they're just trying to stall at this point. Trying to go for their Mountain Soul. Which will be spawning in just...
I feel like they could have just ended it there, and I'm a little curious why they didn't. That with 2 opposing members down, they had a chance to finish that off.
Maybe they're trying to aim for your 26-minute prediction.
I do appreciate it when NG Blossom tries to make me look smarter. We have about 15 seconds to the Mountain Drake spawning, so they are on their way there.
Yeah, this is just going to be their soul taken basically for free. Not really able to contest her, they just lose their base. For Smug. And at this point, with Mountain Soul and Baron buff, they can mostly... The ward's coming out.
There's only 1 tower on bottom lane to clear out, 1 inhibitor on bottom lane to clear out, and super minions flooding into the enemy base. I can't imagine they're not going to go ahead and finish this off now.
Oh, they were trying to go for the triple inhib. That was their goal. And they're gonna make it happen.
You might as well execute on all fronts here. It looks like
Oh, wow.
Jeremy Set's going deep. Or Jeremy Foot went deep, but got knocked into the
that set ult was
pool.
actually really good, though. That set ult was 5 minutes. This fight's just mostly out of desperation at this point. It almost looks like they're gonna...
Well, they managed to get rid of Jeremy Flip and now Black Oreo Cookie, so they might be able to execute a defense here. Oh, never mind. The imposter just melted.
They were able to pick off Jeremy Flip before the fight as he fountain dived, but yeah, no. They blew a lot of ults having to take down Jeremy Flip, even though it was a fountain dive, and that's just going to be the game for NG Blossom.
It was clean. It's what you expect out of NG Blossom. 24 minutes. Pretty smooth
24
run.
minutes, down 2.
I'm sure they would have pulled it off with just a little bit longer for me if they could have. Wow, that was excellent game. So we're not going to have an interview here, but I think it's worthwhile just going ahead and calling out the sheer amount of damage that was coming out, both from our return Jeremy Flip and from Black Oreo Cookie on Morgana, both clearing that 20,000 damage threshold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you really need there.
The only one even came close to that was Lawfire at the 19k damage mark. And the rest of the team just far behind, unfortunately.
That's just not going to work when your ADC is being out-damaged by a jungler. So, from the early game, it looked like there was just a lot of execution, a lot of strong communication, and a lot of movement from NG Blossom, with XDME showing up in mid lane to gank, and with Exasperated putting himself where it mattered. That's, to me, the story of this game.
Yeah, and the only pushback they really had from Smug was the occasional imposter rooms or train ulting onto someone to hopefully stall a fight out long enough for more people to show up, which sometimes worked, sometimes didn't. When it did, it was pretty good. When it didn't, they wasted a whole lot of resources on something.
There was definitely some greed there as well coming from NG Blossom. They probably could have had this just a little bit cleaner if they had not wandered off into jungles just looking for team fights that didn't work out for them.
Yeah, no, there was definitely greed there.
Awesome. No. Well, that was a fantastic game. I always appreciate watching NG Blossom do good.
Exciting teams, yeah, I agree.
Well, do you have anything else for us today?
I don't think so. Do you?
Well, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow morning, tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, you will have Smug Club going against the Iron Dragons, our current second place team, but, you know, that could definitely change. So you'll get to see Smug Club at it again first thing.
Yep.
Well, I have been Jeff the Magic Goat.
And I've been Cam.
All right, y'all have a great day.
See you later.